Hey, welcome to the Old Boar. I'm playing City Skylines 2. This is my new series for those of you who have slower computers like I do, but you still want to play City Skylines 2. So I'm going to give you some really good advice and tips on how to do that. And now, if you saw the first video, you noticed that I spaced my houses out 4 units in between each house. And I want you to take a look at this and tell me, does that not look better than if it was all packed in? I think it looks better. I guess it's personal preference. But it looks more like a little mountain town. Little town near the mountains, near the rivers. You know, these are people who like to go hiking and get outdoors and walk their dogs and, bike on trails and things like that. That's kind of what this map is. And now, so this series for slower computers, the other reason I'm spacing these out is to kind of fill in some space to make it look more like a town. Because we're not going to bring our population up very high. We want to put in a lot of infrastructure. And so we need a lower population so that the simulation doesn't break down and come to a slow. And so if you didn't see the first video in this series, I talk about that. I've already played City Skylines up to 100,000+, and my computer can't handle it. And we don't have enough workers here because we don't have enough people and we don't have commercial. Now I'm playing without money for a few reasons too. I think this is really overkill. It's definitely overkill, but I wanted to see what that asset looked like. And I might just leave it. It just kind of fits the area. This looks like, kind of looks like New Mexico, near Colorado. For those of you who've been to that part of the world. For various reasons, I've taken a few trips. Quite a few trips to New Mexico, Colorado over the years, and that's kind of what this looks like. Except for the ocean. This might be California. These mountains are too big for near the ocean in California. I don't really know where this is in the world, but nevertheless, we're going to put the commercial in over here. This is the police station. And I'm going to do the commercial the same way. I just like open spaces. I'm going to put 4 spaces between all of my commercial buildings as well. And on the other side of the road, I'm going to put them in across the road that way. And of course, it's not going to be perfect, but if you start one in between these two, right across, then just put 4 spaces and continue on. And we might put a little store. This is the hospital. I don't think I want to put anything in here. I also leave a lot of space because I don't quite know what buildings I'm going to work with. Let's just go ahead and fill that in. Maybe we'll put a little tiny store here. See what that looks like. This is our rail connection, but it comes up into here and goes nowhere. which is okay. I think what he or she, whoever made the map, is trying to tell us is this is where he would put the train depot out of the way. But I want to see that train depot. And the cargo depot and the train and cargo stations. I want to see all of that. And so we're going to connect a little populated place here, here, and here with this one we're working on here. These are long blocks. That's how I grew up. And if you were going to build out a big city with a massive population, you're going to want to use long blocks. Keeps the cars off the collector roads just that much longer. And so up here is where I want to do a little bit of an organic type of neighborhood to put some of these unique assets, unique houses up on that hill. And now over here is where the rail is gonna go. And we'll have to connect another rail line out to the edge of the map over here. Because we'll have rail coming in from this way and going back out. I'm not for sure this is going to allow me to... I could tunnel into here with the rail line to get another connection coming out, but I don't think we need it. This is just a little passenger station. It's going to be up in here, taking people down into this city. This city will be our bigger city here. So this part is a little bit tedious, but you'll see how it ends up working out. You don't want that one. You want these. And this just isn't zoned correctly. And we'll put a little house here for the minimalists. And we might even leave this space here just to see what that's going to look like. And put trees in. The trees are over here. You might even fill in some of these spaces. Get some oaks in here. I'm just dotting those in. I want to dot these in over here. Get these going. These little rural towns, you know, it's not just full of stuff. does have the little diner here on the corner, though. Hopefully we get a little diner in here. And a little quick stop. Maybe we can get a gas station here on this corner. That's 5. We want 6. We can just unzone and rezone that. You shouldn't delete out the buildings with the bulldozer in this game. I had problems in City Skylines. My first City Skylines 2, my first series, when I did that. This is going to be 2. Did I get this zoned? I don't think I got it zoned. It is zoned. Just not coming in yet. Yeah, if you're going to play on a slower computer, take some time, get down onto the ground and look at your sims, look at your city. Enjoy this level of the game. Sit back, relax, take a deep breath. Playing with the demand indicators pushing you. It's a different style of gameplay. And so see where this part goes. Does it fit here? It's exactly where we wanted it. It's going to be wonky there, isn't it? You probably want it over here then. And that's even wonkier than it was before. We'll put it over here. That's better. Now we need a high school. And the high school needs its space. And we're going to add on that. And the library and this stadium. This is on the 4-lane road. This is okay. You'll often see a high school on a 4-lane road. Let's put the stadium behind. And we need to take care of this just a little bit more. To use this tool, you right click here, then you right click on the elevation and you drag it up, and that makes a smoother slope. These tools are really much easier to use for beginners. And we need the road in here. This is the fun part, making all these little roads that need to be surrounding these assets. And we're probably going to put a little road here once we get this leveled out. Put your road in first. And then smooth out this area here. Did I put in another high school? I wanted to put in the, not even looking at the building that I put in. I want to put in the upgrade is this. It's all right. We can use this road here. It doesn't look like it's connected to the road, does it? Now the whole thing is connected together. That's cool. And it's just kind of a little hill down to walk down to get to it. Nice. And we'll put these little alleyways. Up here. Just to make it look a little more finished. And now this road here becomes a little organic area, the organically turned roads that go up the hill. which is kind of the little neighborhood that becomes a higher end neighborhood. We're going to put some of those unique assets. And you want to put parks here. We want a little park up in here, about right there. And then we want these unique assets in here. They're right there. There they are. Okay. This is the Rock Musicians Mansion. Actually, he gets a view. Oh, you can't move those. Can you move these? I don't think you can. Oh, yes, you can move these. Okay. And the film actors mansion with the pool and the painter's mansion up here. I think this one is good. Super nice. It took quite a few years for City Skylines 1 to get to the point where you could do super detailing. And I don't think anybody is really thinking about that. And, you know, people are already crying out for assets for City Skylines too. I don't need them. Even the train assets are so good. We've got snow on the mountains now. That's nice. And if our trees don't change, I kind of like this green look. We don't have enough educated people, of course. And so the college is going to be back in there, but we need to think about the rail line. In the rail yard, which is also an asset. But we're growing out the little city here. And we're going to put some houses up in here too. You know, you can look at City Skylines too as the glass half full and kind of ignore the problems and play the game. They're working on it. I don't know if you've ever had a car that you take it to the mechanic and he doesn't get it all done the first time. So you're driving a car until you have the time to get it back down to the mechanic to get him to fix the rest of it. It's functional, it's running. Not running exactly the way you want it to run. But either you didn't have the money or he didn't have the time to get it all done. So you drive your car with not everything working on it. It's just part of life, you know? Roll with it. And that's what we're doing. We're playing City Skylines 2 for our slower computer. And now we're going to make this a district. This whole little town is going to become a district. Probably we want to service this rail yard as well. So this is the little town of Aspendale. And it's a district. And we want to service this district only with the hospital and police station. So you can see here Aspendale has medical, police, and even the schools. We don't want, I guess it really won't matter that people are driving in from the other little towns to come to these schools. And this will probably serve how many? High school serves how many people? Not for sure. Oh yeah, here it is, 1,200. So even our little towns are going to need a high school, but they'll come here for the stadium, I guess. The little football stadium. I guess that's football. Is it football? We're a lack of skilled labor because we don't have enough population. These are nice how these came in on this little hill here. Just liking it. I'm liking this map. I'm liking those mountains. Yeah, there's a snow line. That's at an altitude where the snow doesn't melt. Looks quite straight, but yeah, it's okay. They're working on it. There's a camper.
Hmm?
So things are coming together. And we've got our little town going. Soon we'll be putting in the rail infrastructure. You can always hit your tilde key if you don't want to see any icons. Aspendale. City Skylines 2 for slower computers. Thanks for watching the old boar play City Skylines. Take care now.